Hello beautiful people, my name is Mina. Welcome to my channel Mina Reads, and today we're going to talk about my summer reading plans. So I have grand ambitions this summer, and there's like, I want to say like maybe 18 books, maybe a little bit more on this little summer plan list that I have. So let's just get into it. Let me just talk you through my rationale for all of these books. I do have a few physical books that I have to show you, and then the rest of them are like ebooks. So let's start with the physical books. So we have Twisted Games and Twisted Lies by Anna Huang. I have read Twisted Hate. I have not read Twisted Love, but I have the audiobook for Twisted Love. And so my goal is to finish out the Twisted series this summer because I recently binged a romance series, like 2 romance duologies but by the same author, Emily Rath, in a vlog, and that was such a fun time. Like for me personally, I don't know if you guys liked watching it or not, but I had a blast like just going through an author's backlist in that way. And so I kind of want to do that some more this summer, and the first author on my list is going to be Anna Huang. So this one, Twisted Games, is a bodyguard modern royals story. So it's about this girl named Bridget, and Bridget is the like princess second in line to some small fictional European country, and she has just recently finished college, and so like she's living abroad doing her own thing, and she has a personal bodyguard. His name is Reese, and there's like tension because he's trying to make sure that she's safe, and she's a very reckless, fun-loving sort of young woman, and it just seems like it's going to be a good time. And Reese seems really sexy. I keep seeing a lot about him on TikTok, so I wanted to read his book. Then I decided to also, you know, just jump into Twisted Lies. This one is about Stella, who's like a social media influencer type girly. We always love to see that in a book. I think it's always really fun to see how authors interpret like social media influencing as a job. So it's gonna be exciting to see what's going on in Stella's book. And her love interest is like this billionaire guy that's kind of stalking her. I think he's like really obsessed with her. And I don't know too much more about it than that, but I did read Twisted Hate. I did really like the banter between Jules and Josh, and they were like set to be one of my favorite couples, like maybe of all time. But there's a little bit of silliness in their book that prevented me from giving it like a higher star rating, but it was still a really good time. So I can't wait to check these out. And I may read Twisted Love. It depends on how I'm feeling. But I don't know. But these two, they very much appeal to me, so I can't wait to check these out. Then I have this sapphic vampire story that I'm so excited for, so thank you to the publisher for sending it to me. And this is A Long Time Dead by Samira Breger, and I recently unboxed this in a video, but I'm going to tell you about it again because this is like a sapphic vampire story. Hello, hello, hello. Like everybody needs to tune in to this, and also it has a beautiful cover. Like, we stand. So anyway, this is about a woman who's recently become a vampire, and her love interest is the one who's kind of helping guide her through this transition, and it's about them like and their life together. It just seemed like it's gonna be a good time. I love vampires. I love queer people. I love queer vampires above all else, so I can't wait to check this out. So yeah, it's on the TBR. Then we have Love and Color by Bolu Babalola. I recently read Honey and Spice by this author, which was really, really fun. I really enjoyed the author's voice. She has a very distinct authorial voice, and the dialogue between her characters was really fun and energetic, and I just really liked it. Like, it just had a really good vibe. And so this is a collection of short stories based on different mythology from around the world, reinterpreted through this author's lens. I'm really excited to check this out, and I believe I saw Lala reading this in a video recently. I was like binging some of her content, and she read this and she really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to read it. And the final physical book that is on my TBR is Her Good Side by Rebecca Weatherspoon. And this is a YA romance. Y'all know that I recently read Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. And that's one of my favorite romances of the year so far. And that was a YA. And I've never really gravitated towards like YA romances, but feel like I'm interested in giving them a shot because like Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute has really, it's opened doors for me. It's expanded my reading palette, and I think that it's just so fun and so sweet, and I feel like this is going to be fun and sweet and messy just like Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute was. And so this is a like rom-com set in high school. It's like a fake dating vibe. So yeah, so the guy's name is Jacob, the girl's name is Bethany. They're in the same friend group, and he's her friend's ex, and they're going to be like fake dating and going to formal prom, some kind of dance together. And I'm excited. It's the homecoming dance. I'm excited to read it. I think it'll be a good time. And Rebecca Weatherspoon's one of my favorite authors, so I have a lot of trust and a lot of faith in her that it'll be good. So I'm excited to check it out. A little list right here that's in my handy dandy notebook. So let's start with Happy Place by Emily Henry. Need to read this. This is like a second chance romance about this couple that was engaged, but they have broken up, and they're part of this really large friend group. Yeah, so they're on one of these annual friend trips, and the main characters, Wynn and Harriet, they have not expressed to their friends that they're no longer together. So it's like drama, and they're sort of fake engaged again because they don't want their friends to know that they're not together anymore. It just seems like it's going to be drama. Emily Henry always delivers like a very, you know, like emotional type of a romance. So I'm excited to see what it's giving. And I've heard from my best friend that she liked this one more than she liked Book Lovers. And I'm excited to read it. I think it'll be a good time. So yeah, gotta get into that. I also want to read Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. This is going to be my third book by Ali Hazelwood. I enjoy the love hypothesis. I know that that might be a controversial statement because everyone thinks that the love hypothesis is bad, it's cringy, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like, the love hypothesis was a good time. I had fun reading it, okay? But I read Love on the Brain and I did not like that. I just was so off-put by like the main character and her narration. I found her really, really annoying, so it didn't work for me. But I want to see if I'm going to end up liking this one or not. And I have to be honest, I don't know what the premise of this one is, but the guy on the cover of the book, he's a blonde instead of having black hair. So maybe, possibly, he's not supposed to be a insert for Adam Driver this time. Maybe it's like some other celebrity that Ali Hazelwood is hot for. So I can't wait to see, you know, what it's giving, what it's about, what's going on. But I am excited to check it out. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading that. I think I'm gonna do like a hyped releases vlog, so you can see it there. But I think it'll be a good time, so I want to check it out. And the next thing that I want to check out is going to be the Hoop series by Kennedy Ryan. So I love Kennedy Ryan. She's an amazing writer. And I already mentioned that I have this like grand idea that I'm going to be reading a bunch of romance series, and I think that the Hoop series is definitely one of the ones that I want to prioritize. It's a series of basketball romances. The first one is called Long Shot, so I'm excited to read the series. I think it'll be as emotional and heartrending as all of the other romances that I've read by Kennedy Ryan have been, but I think it'll also be really entertaining, gripping, and a great way to start off my summer. So I'm excited to check it out. Then I also want to read One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake. This is a Romeo and Juliet retelling, but set in a more modern time period, and also like the Montagues and the Capulets, they are like rivaling witch families, I believe. Magical families, warlocks, witches, wizards. I'm not sure what terminology they're using, but there's some kind of magic users, and I think that it'll be a good time. I really like Olivia Blake's writing style, and I have been wanting to read more from her. My thought was that I should read The Atlas Paradox, which is the sequel to The Atlas 6, and I really enjoyed The Atlas 6, but my two besties really did not like The Atlas Paradox, so I'm holding off on reading that one. It's a good vibes only kind of summer, so I'm gonna read One for My Enemy, which I've only heard good things about thus far, so I'm excited to check that one out. So the next book that I want to read is Devon and Chris Plan a Wedding by Chensia C. Higgins, and this is a reality TV show romance. So it's about these two characters, Devon and Chris, and they go on some type of marriage-based like reality competition show, and I am deep in my reality TV bag right now. I'm currently watching The Ultimatum Queer Love Edition, and the drama between those couples is just too good. I don't necessarily know if this is going to be a very like dramatic story or not. I've mostly just heard that it's a very like fun story, and I know that one of the protagonists is a stud. We need more stud representation. We need more butch representation in sapphic romances. I will die on that hill. So I'm very excited to read this. Like I said, I'm in my reality TV show bag. I have read some stuff by this author before and enjoyed it, so I'm excited to read this. I think it'll be a really good time. So another book that I want to read is called Only for the Week, I think by Natasha Bishop, and this is a vacation romance. I'm not too sure what else it's about. I know that it features like a destination wedding. The characters are in Mexico, and it's like a hookup friends with benefits type thing, but is set on vacation, and I love vacation romances, and obviously summer is the perfect time to read one. So yeah, I want to check this one out. Natasha Bishop is a new to me author, but I've been hearing a lot of my friends on TikTok really enjoying this one. My one friend Tori and also Robin from Sometimes Robin Reads, both of them have been talking about it a lot this week, so I want to check it out. Alright, I'm gonna leave both of them linked in the description below if you'd like to check out their TikToks, because they're amazing and they recommend a lot of black romances very frequently, so I would say check them out. Okay, so the next book that I want to read that is also a vacation romance is called 1 Week in Paradise by Anise Starr, and this book is a fake dating romance, and it's about this girl that's an influencer, and pretty much she's going on like this influencer brand trip, I think, but she doesn't have a boyfriend, and I don't know if her and her boyfriend have recently broken up or what the case may be, but she wants to make like couple content on her brand trip, so she starts fake dating, I believe it's like her best friend's brother or something like that. And so yeah, it's like a fake dating vacation romance for content, and it just sounds fun and silly, and I've heard good things about it, so I'm gonna check it out. A lot of things. Oh, I have this one book called Do I Know You, but this is like written by an author duo that's also married, which is so cool to me. And this is a story about a married couple who they're having some problems, and they're just like really distant with each other, and they're having trouble connecting, and so they decide to sort of role play as if they are just meeting each other for the first time. And so I think they might be on a vacation while they're doing this, and they just sort of meet each other at the hotel bar, and they pretend like they're meeting for the first time, and like it's like a hookup type thing to spark some excitement in their romantic life again. And yeah, it just sounds like fun, and I enjoy a good second chance romance, and I also enjoy the established relationship trope, which is not something I see too often, but I like when characters are already in a relationship at the start of the story, and the author is showing us like what went wrong in their relationship and how it might be possible for them to find their way back to each other. I just find that like really interesting, and I always think that it's just very fun, and it makes it like a little bit more emotional and a little bit more high stakes. The fact that they're already in the relationship and it's like they could lose this, that is like very exciting to me for whatever reason. So I really enjoy a good established relationship trope, and I can't wait to check it out. Hopefully it'll be a good one. I also want to try reading Sunny Disposition by Deanna Gray. This is a hockey romance, and all I know is that it's kind of a grumpy sunshine romance. He's a hockey player, she is a, what is it? A gamer. She's like a streamer, that's what it is. She like streams on Twitch, and they know each other online, and he's like a moderator in her Twitch stream, which sounds like such a cool way for characters in a book to meet. But I love this cartoon cover. It's really, really cute, and it has like reignited my excitement to try this book out. So yeah, it's on the reading list. The book that I have to tell you about is Small Miracles by Olivia Atwater. So last summer in July, I went on a beach vacation with my family. It was really nice. It was a good time, and on that trip I took Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater with me, and that was the perfect decision because Half a Soul is such a great like cozy Regency fantasy romance. In general, it just has a really fun and whimsical cozy kind of vibe, and it was just such a perfect story to read on a trip. And I'm going on another trip this summer, and I feel like maybe I'll take this Olivia Atwater book with me. So Small Miracles is about this angel, and so Gadriel is like an angel of temptation, which is a really interesting concept. And so pretty much her job is to convince mortals to treat themselves. And so I started reading it, and I read like the prologue, I think it is, and in the prologue she's like convincing this guy who's on a diet to like get a frappuccino with extra whipped cream and like silly little stuff like that. And so pretty much the plot is that she's supposed to be tempting this one woman named Miss Harker into, you know, doing like bad things, but Miss Harker is a very disciplined, strict kind of person, and so the job is a lot harder than Gadriel thought it was going to be. It just sounds fun and silly and cozy, and like I just like it. So I really enjoy these sort of lighthearted fairy tale fantasy type stories that Olivia Atwater writes, so I can't wait to check this one out. So those are the many books that are a part of my summer reading plans. Let me know in the comments what books you're planning to read this summer, and if you have read any of the books that I have mentioned in this video, let me know what your thoughts were on them. Do you think I'm gonna like them? Do you think I'm gonna hate them? Cast your predictions below. I'd love to hear all about it. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.